Coolers are one of those things that, as a dad, you have to have. I've never met a dad that doesn't have some form of a cooler. They are heavy and they don't really do a good job. For a cooler to do a good job, you need to stack it with unreasonable amounts of ice, and even then, it would only last for a few hours. Every time you open the cooler, and let's face it, you're going to be opening the cooler, you are drastically reducing the cool temperatures inside that you so desperately need. The ice gradually melts, creating an unwanted pool at the bottom of the cooler for your refrigerated goods to float in. I think we can safely conclude that coolers are a shitty solution to something that's not really a problem. You can just make sandwiches and keep your drinks in the shade. With all that said, I have a Coleman cooler, and as far as coolers goes, it's a good one. It's even in that cool blue colour that I love, and it's missing a handle. I got it as a present because the handle's broken. It's not broken, just disappeared. So the way this handle works is it has two... I couldn't remember the name of the object that holds the handle in place. So the way this handle works, it has two of these, whatever they're called. I've got one left. Let's see what it looks like when I pop it out. Oppa. Okay. Got it here. So it's like a little... And we're back again. We're just not remembering what it's called. It's not a stopper. It's a holder. Let's go and check with chat. 1 second. It's a dowel pin. That's what it is. Let's just call it the pin. Okay, so when I push it out, it fires to somewhere. It's held with the two pins and it can rotate like that. Absolutely no added value, at least nothing that I can think of. Printing a handle like this, let's get this out. The handle's got holes on each side. It's also got this groove that the dowel pin can run through. I'm still not able to see the added value of this kind of design, but because it's regular plastic, not printed, it's very extra strong. There's no chance this would break, no matter how much force I insert. Oh my god, there's a dead spider in here, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to try and print something like this. Now the emphasis on this project is making these strong enough, using PLA on a 3D printer, not to break under the stress of picking up a cooler that will be full with meat, drink, ice, whatever. I took some measurements, drew a cool sketch, and hopped onto the computer to design the pin and handle. This design was tricky, since the element of strength was crucial. So I need this pin to be extra strong around the neck. If I was to print it vertically, the layers of PLA won't help with the tear forces this pin is going to have to withhold. If I print the pin on its side, each layer will add to this force, the same way a bunch of sticks bundled together cannot be broken. Well, that's the theory at least. The same goes for the actual handle. I made sure that the direction of the strings on each layer will act as a reinforcement in the direction of the force the handle is expected to withhold. Spoiler alert, it works as a charm. I took a real risk here not adding support to the build, because if I would have added support, it would have meant that I needed to extract this support from the tubes, or if I would have printed it like this, which I didn't want to do, would have created support inside the handle, and then forever the feel of the handle wouldn't have been good enough. Came out pretty well. You can see the overhang here where it's a bit ugly, but this part I can clean up and it should be fine. We have the original handle and we have the printed handle, and they are the same dimensions, looking pretty good. The new handle seems very sturdy, looks like very, very stable, and we're going to see, once we put it on the cooler, we're going to see if it can handle the pain. Oh, I've also got the new pin. So this is the original pin. This is the new pin. Now we've talked about this a bit, but the pin I designed it to be able to sit on the printer's bed. At this stage, my entire family decided to interrupt my flow and hover around me while I was attaching the handles back onto the cooler. It may seem that they were there to show interest in my recent spark of ingenuity, but no, it was only to interrupt my flow. Being so adept in these situations, I just carried on as if I don't have a care in the world. Now we need to test it with some heavy stuff inside. No problem whatsoever. So heavy. Let's see how much it weighs. 14 kilograms. That's what it's holding at the moment. I can even hold it with just the one. Just the one I can do it as well. Fantastic. So, after starting out on this video, completely destroying the credibility of the cooler as a concept, I went and spent a substantial amount of my weekend to try and salvage the usability of my cooler. It doesn't change a thing. Coolers are still a mediocre idea executed badly. But hey, at least now I've got a sturdy handle so I can carry around my gradually reheating beer. As always, thank you for your time and I will see you on the next one. Works!